In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The president has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
Right, so there we have it. We need to rise from the ashes. We are the Phoenix Project, and we're just nothing. We have nothing. We have one base. Everything else that we've had over the years is now gone, decimated, and there's this red mist that's going to start spreading across the globe, and the red mist is turning people into monsters, basically. So that's this. That's the thing we have to investigate, uncover, and defeat. And there are three factions that we've heard of. There's New Jericho, who rely kind of on firepower. There is Synedrian, who want the world to be a better place but without hierarchies. And there are the Disciples of Anu, who want to kind of coexist with the creatures from the Red Mist, and they seem to have some sort of mutations and a secret that we need to uncover. So let's start by having a look at our research, and we have the atmospheric analysis to research, which will take 6 hours. So if we have managed to connect some of the remaining weather satellites. We should use these to assess the extent of the new mist outbreak. So what this is going to do is allow us to see over the globe the mist starting to spread and where it's coming from. So we'll start researching that now. I'm going to just quickly check manufacturing, because I'm kind of wanting to manufacture some grenades, because grenades are not instantaneous builds. They take 5 hours each, and from my experience you need a lot of grenades. So let's build 3, because we're most likely going to use 3 probably on the next mission. We have diplomacy tab, which we'll go over once we establish contact with the factions. We've got the Phoenixpedia, which has basically everything you want to know about the game. So if there's anything in there, something that you're unsure about, check the Phoenixpedia, because it's more likely it's going to be in there. Personnel, so that's everybody who's on our roster at the minute. So we have Theo, we have Eric, we have Alan, we have Enrico, and we have Miguel, and they're going to be our squad. They're going to be our soldiers that we take on our first mission. And in bases we have our current base, which is Phoenix Point, and you can have up to 8 bases in total. So we have 5 personnel at base, we have 1 aircraft, which is to get us around. We've got no vehicles, and we've got some build space. So let's have a look, and the first thing that I want to build is a training facility. Because every time you go back to base to heal your soldiers, it'd be nice to have a training facility, because all soldiers at the base, even if assigned to an aircraft, will gain 2 experience points per hour for each training facility in the base. So the more training facilities you have at base, the more experience points you're going to earn per hour. So I think having 1 to start with is excellent, so when you're healing up, you're also earning experience. So let's get that on the go. and that's everything. It's just a geoscape to show you. So the geoscape's a lot more in depth than XCOM, and it's huge. Like, it really is huge. So you start off here, and you can do an area scan, which will reveal sites of interest in a certain radius. So we'll start that, and what we'll do is we'll go to an unexplored site, and we'll just explore it, as you would do. And we'll see what's there. Might find some scavenging missions. Okay, so we found New Jericho. So New Jericho is a haven. New Jericho is a haven run by New Jericho. Okay, so this is a haven that we found, right? Which means that normally things are quiet and under control. But right now there is an emergency. A group of soldiers is on a killing spree. It began with strange dreams, voices heard in the night, a local doctor tells our operatives. I could not detect any physiological changes, and there were certainly no signs of infection, but their behaviour simply cannot be explained by PTSD or similar conditions, which we at New Jericho are sadly quite familiar with. It is something that has driven them mad. So we need to kind of figure out why they've been driven mad, I suppose, and that will uncover as we go on. If we stop these soldiers, New Jericho will undoubtedly be grateful to us. So it sounds as though we need to help New Jericho. We need to stop a group of rampaging soldiers. So this is going to be our first mission. We're just going to make sure, because we've got some empty ready items, ready item slots. I can't talk today for some reason. Right. So here we have every item we have manufactured and sitting in our storage area, and here is for Theo what he's got. So he has the hell cannon. We want to give him some extra ammo just in case. We could give him a grenade in his ready slot, and we could give him a med kit in his ready slot, and he has his armor. Now the golem body armor has a jet jump ability, so that you can jet jump to a location within 20 tiles, which is quite useful. The only problem I find with the jet jump is the fact that it also uses action points instead of just will points. It uses both, but we'll cover will points once we get into the mission. So we've got Theo, he's ready. Let's take extra ammo for you and put a med kit in your backpack and get a grenade ready. We'll take some extra ammo, grenade, med kit. We'll do the same. Ammo, grenade, med kit, ammo, grenade, med kit. And we're ready to rock and roll. Right, and then we hit deploy squad. So viral damage will reduce will points at the start of your turn. Then the virus will reduce and inflict less damage the next turn until the virus is reduced to nothing. So here's our Manticore flying in to drop us off for our first mission. And here we are. Now, as you can tell, it's pretty much very similar to XCOM. You have your blue, like, area, and then you have your yellow area. However, you have 4 action points, and so the way XCOM worked was you moved. If you dashed, that was you over because you had your 2 turns. If you chose to fire your weapon, that was it. Finished. Cat's in the litter tray. Fine. If you shot your weapon first, that was it. Your turn was over. In this game, so if Enrico was to fire his weapon now, it would use 2 action points, which means he would have 2 more action points left. So he could fire his weapon, and then move, or fire his weapon twice and not move at all. So it's very flexible. It takes a bit of getting used to, especially if you just come from XCOM, but it is so flexible that there are so many abilities you can use in one turn, which just makes combat very interesting. So you'll see that. So let's try and move some folk into the window, and we have the Overwatch. We have the Overwatch ability as well. Now again, in XCOM, you hit Overwatch and that was it. Your soldier was on Overwatch. As soon as an enemy moved, it was going to get shot at. With the Overwatch in Phoenix Point, you control where and how. Yeah, basically, you just control where you Overwatch. So you see this orange cone-like thing. So any enemies that enter into the cone, and our soldier can then see it, is going to be shot on. You can adjust how long, so it could be there. You could adjust it so it's up here, or you could hold, I think it's Control, and scroll the mouse wheel, and you can make the cone as wide as you want. So it's really, really handy, because sometimes in XCOM you would Overwatch and they would shoot the enemy you did not want them to shoot, so it was a waste of an Overwatch. So anyway, this is really useful. So we're just going to Overwatch this door just in case any soldiers come out from the door.
I'll keep my eyes open.
We'll just get you moved up, because then we can kind of jump into this room. Right, there's nothing else you can do, because see, we've only got one action point left and everything is to use more than one action point. We can have a look at his inventory and we can swap things out, but that costs an action point to swap things from his backpack to his ready pack. So we're just going to stand by, and we're going to get you to dash round over here. And we might as well get you here, because you're our heavy, you do really well with close combat. We'll get you to dash, so we're going to kind of flank the enemy. Hopefully they are in this compound. We'll get you to stand by, and your active soldiers are out of action points. Do you want to end your turn? So you'll always get this at the end of, just to make sure, because there's some abilities that only uses will points. On the next turn, I'll explain will points.
Oh, there they are.
Okay, so we're quite lucky. We've found one guy in this room, and we've found another soldier out in the street. Let's get you over here into some cover. So you could just fire the weapon normally, or you can use the zoom in, zoom out, which gives you manual control. I love this. I love this. I mean, this is a game changer, honestly. Some people say it's a gimmick. It's not. It's really good. Now, you and the enemies all have limbs, body parts, and they can be disabled. You can have a soldier on the field that has 2 disabled arms, which renders them useless, because they cannot shoot a gun, they cannot heal, they cannot throw a grenade. If it's one arm, you cannot use your rifle or shotgun or heavy weapon that uses 2 arms. However, you can use pistols, you can use grenades, you can use first aid kits. So again, the dynamics of this game are immense. Now, we could shoot the arm, which is what I would love to go for, because if we disable the arm, can't use the gun, or you can damage the actual equipment. So it's excellent. Right, so if we disable the arm, we cause 10 bleed damage, so every turn until they heal up, there'll be a 10 bleed damage that takes off the health, which is excellent, and the max hit points will be -10. So let's head for the arm. Right, so we didn't disable the arm. unfortunately. And you can see our arm has been disabled, so now we can no longer shoot the gun, right? Just like I said. And our body's been hit, and we've lost some health, and we've got 10 bleed. Now, let's try and get some backup. Or let's try and oh, that's a shame. Okay, well let's move you here. See if your gun
aiming.
Yeah, so how the shot percentage works in this game is there is no percentage. It's basically, so when bullets are fired in this game, the bullets will hit something in this circle. So in the middle circle, there's a 50% chance the bullets will land there. In the outer circle, there's a 100% chance the bullets will hit there. Okay, so anything in this circle, that's where the bullets are going to land. So because the outer circle is also on our soldier, it could hit our soldier and kill him. So we have to be very careful about that. Now, this isn't going to be good, so let's see if we can throw a grenade. Which we can. That might damage the arm, disable the arm.
Here comes the pain!
It didn't. And you see, because we fired upon that soldier, they had returned fire, which means they took a shot at us. Right, now. I'm not sure the best course of action. I want to disable that soldier, so let's head here so we've got cover from pretty much all angles. Let's try and hit this arm again. Damn, we did hit, but it just didn't disable. Didn't do what I wanted it to do. Anyway. Right, there's nothing else you can do. You can move a little bit, but that's it. There's not much. Let's see if we can get... run back there to take some cover. Let's get you moved up here. See if you can peek around the corner. Yep. So, let's get you... Okay, so why can't you shoot? Well, can you throw a grenade? No. We don't have enough action points. Fair enough. Let's just watch. Let's get you... wonder if I can get you moved around here. You'll be able to see? No. Because we do have the line of sight, so it shows you the line of sight. And I know it didn't show there, but sometimes sometimes the game could be wrong. Now, can you throw a grenade? Can you reach? No, because you'll hit the wall. Oh no, you can lob it over there. So we've done decent damage. Now we'll keep you there. Now we'll just wait and see what happens. Okay, luckily enough we didn't die. Oh, you are joking me! Did I have to go and jinx it like that? Okay, we've lost a soldier on the very first mission. This is the kind of thing that happens. You will notice in this game you lose soldiers left, right and centre. Now, because he's got a heavy weapon, he might be able to shoot through this wall and actually hit the soldier. Might. We'll try it. Well, we shot the wall. Did we damage something? Oh, we've destroyed... Right, we've dazed them. So we can click on an enemy and click into the info. Oh, it doesn't show that he's dazed. But this is everything that he has. He has no rifle because we just blew it to hell. You can also do that for your own soldiers if you just click there. So it shows you everything. Oh, will points.
What's our move?
Right, he's got this ability. So it uses 3 action points and 2 will points. So your will points are here. So you can only use these special abilities if you've got enough will points. Some abilities just use will points, like the... You don't have it yet because you've not leveled up, but the assaults have a dash ability. So that means you can use the dash ability to move just by using your will points, and it doesn't cost you an action point, which is really good for tactical advantages. Now, let's see if you can like just get out here and just take the guy out. There we are. Just like that. I am a bit gutted though that we lost a soldier already. Let's just overwatch, just in case we catch this soldier running past the window. Let's move you up, and you've no gun, which means we can move you there because you can't do anything. You can't hurt us. So sometimes that's what you want to do. Instead of killing the enemy, you want to like take away their advantage of being able to hurt you. Okay.
My turn.
The enemies can also retreat
Get some.
if they get to the edge. It's a lot of damage.
Watch this.
Right, let's move in. Let's move in for the kill. Right, here we go. Oh, you're joking me. See what I mean? Because the wall was in the circle, it could also hit that, so... Ew. Right. It's a shame you can't see anybody. Okay. Maybe best with a grenade. You're joking me, how's that? Ah, damn it.
Have to focus.
We'll just do that. Let's move you up here. And let's move you up here. Hopefully these are the last 2 soldiers that we need to take care of. Don't you dare! Welcome to Phoenix Point. This is what happens, honestly. Right.
Target.
It's pretty brutal.
Hostile down.
Right, so see now we've not had to move, so we can take 2 shots. We've done it. Unfortunately, it did cost us 2 soldiers, and for the very first mission, that is rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Right, because we can't even recruit any more soldiers yet because we haven't researched the ability to recruit soldiers.
I had always assumed the Phoenix Project would return one day, even after Symes disappeared. It seems to be the defining pattern of your history. Fall, then rise again. I wonder if this points to an underlying weakness or an underlying strength. I suppose time will have to tell. Time and the choices you make. After all, you are not necessarily defined by what has come before. You can be whatever your will allows you to be. That is the essence of the human experience. That is why I did not intervene. We could have stopped those soldiers ourselves easily enough. But I needed you to see, to understand that far more is at stake here than just our ecosystem or our genetic purity. We are being robbed of what makes us human, our will. I fear neither the utopians at Sanhedrin nor those Anu fanatics really understand that. If you can recognize the real nature of the threat, perhaps we can work together on stopping it.
Okay, so because we complete that mission for New Jericho, their attitude towards us is +4. So your reputation you can gain reputation from other factions, or you can lose reputation from other factions, and there are consequences for losing. You can eventually go to war. So I think it starts off like unfriendly, hostile, then at war, or there's maybe another one in between that, and on the other way you can become friendly. I think it's allied. I can't remember, but there are other bits. We'll find out. And we've got 600 more materials that they've given us, so that's really good, because materials is always the hardest one, and tech. Food's easy enough. Okay, so we have 3 soldiers left, which means the next mission is going to be extremely hard. And we're fine. We're still building. We've still got research. Got new research actually. So we can put this on. So New Jericho is a militaristic organisation founded by the enigmatic billionaire Tobias West. So we'll research that, and we actually have promotions to give 2 of our soldiers, which is Eric, our sniper. So we have, this is the sniper's abilities, the sniper class, and the bottom boxes are unique to each soldier you have, because they're called the personality traits. So these are things that soldiers will come with that you can unlock if you wish once you reach the certain level. So he has quarterback, so he has 50% bonus grenade range and +2 speed, which would actually be really good for a sniper who's in the distance, who can throw a grenade further, and has 2 speed, and the speed relates to mobility, so I think that's quite a good one. But we're going to take extreme focus, which Overwatch cost is reduced by 1 action point. So that means instead of it costing us 3 action points for overwatching with the sniper rifle, it costs us 2, and for our pistol, it costs us nothing. So we could do that at the end of every turn if we wish. If we had no action points left, we can put them on Overwatch with the pistol. So we have the soldier's skill points. This is what the soldier has earned. This is what we use first. And then we have Phoenix skill points. So that's like a pool of points for all soldiers who can use if necessary. We have 3 attributes. So strength determines the maximum hit points and weight that can be carried and how far items can be thrown. Your willpower determines the maximum will points in battles, which are used for abilities. Reaching 0 will points will cause panic. So sometimes it's good for you to extract, is that the right word? Like extract will points from the enemy. Make them have 0 will points will cause them to go into panic as well, which will render them useless for a turn. And then speed determines how many tiles a character can move in 1 turn. So it costs us 9 skill points to add a point in strength, and 8 skill points for willpower, 7 skill points for speed. So you do these individually. So we're going to put some points into speed because our sniper wants to move around the battlefield, and because they're going to be sitting at the back most of the time, we can keep the strength low for the time being. So let's add a couple of points. Yeah, let's add some points into there. That'll do. And we'll keep the other points for next time. And his equipment's okay. So now we're on to our assault. Oh. So our assault training gives us proficiency with assault rifles and shotguns. However, he's got a personality trait that gives some assault rifle proficiency with plus 20% damage and accuracy, which is excellent. So basically he automatically gains 20% damage and accuracy if we take this skill. That's awesome. But we're actually going to take dash for the time being, because we can move to a target position within half the normal movement range just for using skill willpower. So what we want to do is get his speed up and some strength, and I think that'll do. Did we use anything on you? No. Right, user fine. Now we're going to just explore. We could go back and heal up if we wish, but we're really needing to get on and explore.
Research complete.
Right, the atmospheric analysis has been completed. Reprogramming of our satellite systems have revealed the extent of a new mist outbreak. The origin sites are in coastal sea regions, as in the previous two incursions, but the activity level seems higher, posing a serious threat to remaining life on Earth. Havens caught within the mist will be at risk of attack, so we should explore mist cover regions thoroughly and defend any havens trapped within them. So our geoscape monitoring systems have been updated with the current mist coverage. So let's have a look. Here we are. So there must be a Pandoran base in the mist. So we've got mist outbreak here, and it will start spreading. And there probably is mist outbreaks somewhere else that will pop up. Yeah, like over here. Oops. So we've got one over here as well. So that's it. We've got 2 in the world so far. And oh, do we have research for... Here we are. This is what we want. We want to research this recruitment protocols, because we need to replace our 2 soldiers that unfortunately died in the last mission. So the leader of our reconnaissance team has proposed that we attempt to recruit capable people from the havens. This is the only way to recruit, is from other havens. You cannot just magic up a soldier anymore. You have to go to a haven, ask them to recruit in exchange for materials, tech and food. They might not share the technology know-how of the Phoenix Project operatives, but have been battle hardened by the horrors of the world. So we can now, the bonus effects will be that we can recruit soldiers from havens. So let's research that, and you can adjust the queue, so we don't have to research what's up here all the time. We can now swap that out, because this is top priority. And then we'll just add the Phoenix archives in as well. So we have discovered a batch of encrypted files on the mainframe of the newly reclaimed Phoenix base. According to the file name, these are the Phoenix archives, or what remains of them. So we'll add that in. Just gonna explore that, see what we come up with. Right, we found a scavenging site. So on the scavenging site you have crates, you have materials, food and tech scattered all around the map, and you need to protect them from the enemy, because the enemy's mission is to actually destroy them crates. So the more crates you can take or keep intact, the more materials and food and tech you take home. So our threat level is low, so enemies should be fairly easy. Light level is day, so I think in the day, excuse me, we can see more in the distance, which means we can shoot further, you know, and it affects sight basically. So at night time you can't see as far, which would affect you shooting as far as you normally could. So that's the mission that we're going to do, but we're going to leave that till next time. So we're just going to get them set up, which we are. I mean, we are injured a little bit and we've lost some stamina. When you eventually lose quite a lot of stamina, you lose action points to the point of having none, I think, or one. But basically you become useless. You need to go back to base to heal up, and you need to go back to base to sleep, which gives you the stamina back. Right, so we're ready to deploy, so we're going to deploy on the next mission. Alright? On the next episode even. Now, if you have enjoyed watching me babble on about Phoenix Point and want to see more of it, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. It would mean so much to me if you liked the video. It means that I'm doing something right. Until next time guys, I will speak to you later and catch you in the next one.